Can't wait for Fashion Tips with Betsy, Sunshine Shoutouts with Anne Marie, and more to come. All right, so our new section that we're going to start with today is Sunshine Shoutouts with Anne Marie Hart. Anne Marie is a driver at the Village of East Harbor, and she's our Sunshine Lady.
Hello everyone. This month, I'm going to call off the birthdays for the month of May. And we're going to start with Leroy Hebron, May 8th. Rita Edwitowski, May 17th. Ellen Kunith, May 20th. Marilyn Smith, May 20th. Carolyn Cameron, May 21st. Nancy Johnson, May 21st. Joseph Hobbs is May 24th. And Ann Gazowski is May 26th. Vincent Carlo is May 28th. And Donald Crampton is May 31st. Those are all our birthdays for the month of May.
Happy birthday, everybody!
Happy birthday!
Happy
We miss
birthday,
you all.
Anne.
We have a few things. I go around during the week, Betsy and I do, and we have cards, we have masks, we have questions, we have all kinds of fun stuff to do. We have puzzles, we have candy. Some people are complaining about maybe possibly getting a little chunky.
Too much.
Too much.
They're going to start calling it the COVID-19.
Yeah.
I know.
COVID-19 pounds.
I know. So if you would like a card from the Sunshine Lady or Betsy, you can just let us know and we'll drop one off at your apartment. We have many cards that have been donated from people in the community that are thinking of you all, that are stuck at home or in your apartment.
So, Anne Marie, are these cards that somebody can fill out themselves and they can give to their friends?
They can mail it to their
their
family
kids,
or to
yes.
the kids or to their friends. And if they need help filling them out, we'd be more than happy to do that.
And I just want to make one other point. If you have someone you'd like to send a card to and you don't have their address, just call the front desk or call me or even Anne Marie, and we'll give you the address and you can put their address on the envelope. Because it's so nice to get a letter, especially in these times where you're not really communicating with a lot of people. And mail is just so nice to get, and you get a nice little card and you can read it. So if you need one, just let us know.
Yeah, and we'll drop it off for you. Another thing we've been doing is we have these cards and their questions, and I started going around to the apartments, and our first one, and it's really interesting to find the answers that everybody is giving me. The first one was, if you could fly anywhere right now, where would it be? So I ask you the question, we write it on the back, and we put your room number, and we're collecting them all, and we're going to talk about them at a later date at one of our...
So what were some, can you just kind of give us an idea, what were some of the answers that our residents gave us? Where would they fly off to?
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii was one. Florida, Walt Disney World.
Italy.
Except it's closed right
Italy.
now, right?
They can't be flying there. One resident said that she would fly to heaven and let somebody else be here. It was sweet. Yeah. She said she would just fly up to home. That's, it was sweet. But a lot of people, which I was surprised, said Florida. And
I hear a warm trend here.
Yes.
Everybody was looking
Yes,
for warm
everybody
weather.
was
I bet
looking
it was during that cold snap we
yes,
had.
we had one that said Alabama because she said the people were so nice there. So I thought that was sweet. So we're having a lot of fun with this, going around and collecting them. And we'll just name them off. And if you don't mind, we'll just, when we read them off, we'll read who wrote it down, who wanted to know. So in the lottery, we come and bring those around too. And if you need a new lottery ticket, if you've misplaced yours,
Thrown it away.
thrown it away,
You will reissue a new one.
Yes,
You're
yes.
not out of luck. Good.
And I hope you've been enjoying our videos. We're having a lot of fun making the videos.
I loved the one especially, well, I have two favorites. One where, one of the first ones where Anne Marie was like, you're a little too close, and she kind of pushed our neighbor over, practicing good social distancing.
Yeah.
And then the puppet, that was really
that was really
too.
cute.
Super cute.
I was asked if that was staged at that time, and it was not staged. I just thought Lauren was getting a little too close.
See, we even have to remind ourselves too,
Yeah.
practice social distancing.
Yeah. So if you'd like a little sunshine, give me a call and I'll come down to your room.
All right, Anne Marie's always full of sunshine. Thanks, Anne Marie. And of course, Betsy is so fashionable. And today, what did you bring with you today to tell us about in the fashion world?
Okay, the most important thing that we have to abide by, our governor's order, is to wear a mask. So everybody knows we must wear a mask when we're out in public. If we go to the grocery store, if we're visiting someone, even if we are out walking, you should take one with you because you never know who you might come across. Somebody might be there that you want to talk to, so make sure you bring a mask. Now, the thing is, the problem could be that you don't have a mask.
Yeah, what do you
So-
do? What do you do?
Yeah, maybe.
What if you don't sew? I don't
Right.
sew.
Or you're driving around, you say, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store, so you forget your mask. A good thing to do is you can use a scarf. So I'm wearing a scarf that I happen to wear a lot, and I will show you how to do a scarf mask. So this particular mask, and then I'll show another one with a smaller. This is a nice long scarf. So what you wanna do with this is to first start, take it around your neck. And this can be for men and women. Take it around your neck like this, cross it behind, and then let the two ends come in the front. Then what we do, loosen it up, take it over. I'm gonna take my mask off so you can see. You're gonna take this over and put it over your nose first.
So it's really important to cover
Yes.
your nose.
Cover
and
your
mouth.
nose. Now, as you can see, this is all open. So what we wanna do is we wanna make sure that this is tight.
So nothing can get inside
Yes.
down there.
So just take it up so it's tight around your nose, then grab the ends, pull it tight, take it around your neck, and tie it around the back of your neck.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
So this one is
Quick,
really
easy and
easy.
fashionable.
Yes.
Love
So
it.
this one's really easy to do because it's long. And then if you don't have it thick enough, you can make it a little thicker. Now, if you want a little added protection, you can take a paper towel and just open it up and stick a paper towel in there before you go anywhere. They say that paper towels are really good at protecting your, against
Like
COVID-19.
it's a really good filter.
Yes, it's a good filter, thank you.
I had
So
not
that's
heard
one way.
that. That's
Yes.
a good tip.
And you can just toss it. Now, taking it off when you get home, you have to be careful. So just make sure that you wash your hands really well before you take your mask off, and then just untie it, and then just carefully unwrap it and take the whole thing and wash it. So it's really convenient. The other way that you can wear a mask.
Just
yes.
1 second though. You know, she just talked about washing. I think that's the one thing that we all do it, we forget about if we touch our masks on the outside, we are contaminating our masks. So we have to be really careful with how we take them off, how we clean them afterwards, whether you're soaking them in, hot water and then throwing it in the dryer or whatever. But you do need to make sure you're disinfecting your
I know.
mask.
I tend to touch mine a lot, like
I do too.
Yeah,
So-
and I notice, a lot of people do that, but as long as you make sure you're disinfecting your hands, taking it off, and then washing it, because you don't want to contaminate yourself by, here's the purpose of the mask, and now you just contaminated it, so we
Right.
gotta be careful.
And now the second way to tie a scarf, make a scarf into a mask, and this is probably good for men because a lot of men have bandanas. This is a little bit silkier than a bandana, but what you want to do is just fold it into a triangle like so. And then you're going to, so Carolyn's going to demonstrate as I do this.
I got mine at the dollar store, 2 for $1. Went with the holiday, but flags are always in.
So from here, you're going to fold over, just fold it over, so it's a little bit thicker at the top to protect your nose and your mouth. So I'm gonna take that off, put it over your face, and then tie it behind. And as you can see, mine has already fallen because it's slippery. So you have to use a cotton scarf is much better. I just didn't have a cotton scarf with me, so tie it tight.
Here's a
Yeah,
sticking one.
this one's staying pretty
Yes,
good.
and then pull it up and make sure that it is covering your nose. This one isn't as good because the bottom is open. So just be careful that when you are wearing a bandana, that if you have a shirt, you can even tuck it in. Like for men, you can kind of tuck the bottom into your shirt because you want to keep it protected. Don't let this just flap open.
But the one thing, I mean, at least you're keeping those droplets from going out on
Yes.
somebody in case you become, I feel like I'm talking in a tunnel, in case you become infected. Because really what you're doing is you're protecting everyone else. You know, it's not so much you're protecting yourself, you are to a certain degree, but more importantly, really what you're doing is protecting everyone else. Because we don't know at any given point, you could have COVID or be someone without symptoms. And we're seeing that a lot. There are people who have 0 symptoms out there, and you know, they can initially infect about 40 other people pretty rapidly.
Right.
So that's, you know, if you don't like wearing a mask for yourself, think about everyone else, because it may
Yes.
not be deadly for you, but if you have one of the comorbidities where we're seeing a lot of people dying is somebody who is diabetic, somebody has an underlying heart condition, and you may not even know you have an underlying heart condition.
Right.
And there are people out there who have high blood sugar and they're not even aware that they're diabetic. So, you know, that's not the only people who are dying, but those are the people that we want to protect. So
Yes.
even if you're not protecting yourself because you don't believe in it, think about somebody else's life that you could potentially save. Because it might be a young man around the corner, you infect him, well, he's young and strong and he survives it, but maybe he, in the meantime, doesn't know he has it and he gives it to his grandma who does have heart disease, or his little sister who has a heart defect. So that's why we're wearing these.
Yes.
For
So
everyone else.
again, the masks that we have, the scarves are great for if you don't have a mask handy, but the mask is actually a lot better than the scarves. If you need a mask, call either myself or Anne Marie or the front desk, and we have a lot of masks that people have donated. We will get a mask to you. So please, don't go out without your mask. It's very important, like Carolyn said.
Well, thank you. That was
Thanks.
fun. I liked the fashion tips with the scarves. We can match our
Yes.
outfits.
Yes,
Yes.
Gotta have some fun with this, right?
right.
Thanks, everyone. Until next time, we'll have a new topic to discuss and all kinds of ideas to share.